Okay, we're ready. So, today, I've been pushing quite a lot all the AI systems, so I think I'm gonna jump a bit into the procedural um, worlds. My girl is also doing new designs for shields and swords. This is just a temporal test. Um, but yeah, we are working on a design that right now is not working because it's not yet animated, but the idea is that this shield gets big when you... What is going on? I broke something. I don't know what was that. So yeah, the idea is that this gets big when you block, and when you don't block it's small, like the part basically that is here. So this, we just block this very quickly to see how it works. A growing shield. And yeah, apart of that, the other thing that is new is the abilities. I had my one, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Abilities. The finisher. But I need to be careful because sometimes I shoot myself. So maybe I'm gonna do a quick fix on that. I'm wondering why that maybe I can show collision. Shouldn't hit that sometimes. Yeah, if I do a crazy shit, I can't hit myself. So I'm not sure how should I filter that. I can filter like waiting for a second, or because I want auto self damage, of course. So let me just do this in a slow mo. Oh, that's interesting. That didn't collide. Oh well, because it doesn't collide with this. Yeah, I remove collisions in that one, it's stupid. So let me try here maybe. Yeah. And that's basically, yeah, it's colliding that. I could make maybe a bit smaller the spear collision. Maybe that's one option. course this is gonna fuck me here, right? I'm trying to understand. Let me see if this makes sense. Important thing is that you don't get hit shooting from a border, unless you shoot the border. That's working. Now if I shoot there, that's another story. Oh good. Okay, that's good. But yes, there it's good. Because it hit the wall, so yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Man, that song is crazy. Maybe I need to do this spear a bit smaller, like this. Okay, that's one bug fix. If we put a couple of our friends, it should work. Characters, ancestors. Where's the other? There were three, no? Oh, there's another one there as well. The other. No, there was three or... Oh, it's there. Yeah, you want to challenge me? No self-collision, no bullshit. So now I can jump to the... Hey Shadows, so I have a big question. Do you get along to make the game? don't need to know the amount, but just want to know if alone are worth getting versus doing it on your spare time. I got the Epic Mega Grants 2 years ago, or 1 year and a half ago, I can't remember, because of their project, the Cito Juna. But they were happy me to pivot part of the grant into this project. But to be honest, the funding on this project is a mix of all the saves I made on VFX in the last 10 years, plus grants, plus small kicks. I'm in a very lucky position where I can do consultancy or small gigs, make a fair amount of money in a small amount of time, and put that back to CRETE, to the project. So that gives me a lot of independence. It is true that before this, now in 35, but when I did my first pilot, Summer, that was in 2010, so if you do the math, I was 20 something. And at that moment I was working my ass in my regular job, 9 to 6, when you overtime 9 to 8, not 9 to 9 sometimes. And I was working before and after my regular job, and I could finish a 4 years project called Summer. And the Cito Juna, it was more my transition into this independence somehow. But the project started again. I was working at DNEC, I was working at ILM, I was working at MPC while doing this project during 5 years of my career in parallel, completely in parallel. So it's worth. What I mean is the energy of making your project is what really matters here. Then the paths maybe change through the pass of time. Maybe you start as part-time and you end up as full-time. Maybe you start as full-time and for some reason you need some extra cash flow and you get gigs and you become part-time. Or, you know, maybe you have 3 jobs, maybe you have 1 job, maybe you don't have a job and you decide to do a full project with your life. So it really doesn't matter. You need to find resources rather than excuses, and that's more or less my motto. When I find an excuse about not doing something, it's because I really don't want to do that. Means that that's not my project. If you really want to do a project, you will find your fucking way. So yeah, to get to this point, it took me time, took me years. And now still, you never know. Today I'm independent, and maybe in 6 months I need to find a way. You never know how the market is gonna change, if AI is gonna take over everything, you know? You never know. In 5 years time, the jobs we know now will change and the market will change. So the key is to adapt, but at least to do what you love. If that answers your question. I know it sounds cheesy, but it has some, at least my own truth on that, or my own experience. Okay, let's go to this boy here. I think both a good balance between finding your fun to make the game and your honesty and energy into building this philosophy of I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna make this working, is the sweet spot. You don't want to blindly do a game I don't give a fuck about money, because we have a stomach and we are biological creatures that we die without food and without a shelter. So we need to keep an eye on that. But at the same time, the idea of I only gonna start if I make money, we won't see incredible pieces of art in history if you thinking in that way. So you need to find this sweet spot. In other words, I would do CRETE even without the epic mega grants, or even without saving money in VFX. but I will try to find another way of making money. Maybe again I will start as part-time, doing 3-4 hours a day, 3 hours, 2 hours if I have a girlfriend, who the fuck knows. Once I feel that to put you an example, the reason I quit ILM, and this was before doing a Star Wars movie, it was because I wanted to finish the Sito Yuna. And many people would tell, you are fucking crazy, man, that's fucking George Lucas franchise, that's Star Wars and you quit. But at some point, the only thing you have is one life and your ideas and your projects. When you feel that you are ready, because you got money, because you feel that your project worth, that's the moment to say, I'm gonna put full time on my project. And that time will come. When it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, I wouldn't quit ILM in the first year of the Sito Yuna. In fact, I was working at MPC, at DNEC, but when the Sito Yuna was 3 years old, I think, or 4 years old, it was like 1 year away. It was like, I need to quit because I want to focus in my shit. And again, I use my saves to put all the effort in finishing the Sito Yuna. And I would do that all over again. Problems that I'm living on the edge. Not on the edge, I mean, that's exaggerating. People that is in other circumstances, they are living on the edge. Not in the edge, but at least I'm not making big saves. I'm always investing back on art. Sometimes I don't make a single profit. The Sito Yuna has not made more than, a couple of grand because the ads on YouTube, period. That's not the worth of 5 years of working and many people working. So it's just pure fucking love to do something special. Maybe Crete has more opportunities to monetize something because the connection with the audience is more direct than the there we go, the fucking shit, that the overpopulated producers crap that happens in filmmaking and VFX. It depends. Okay, let me just report this. I got distracted by the fucking... Is when we got 4 users, boom, down. Okay, only 1. So I started to do this material a bit, just to have some variation in the procedural levels. But what I want to do now is I want to do a couple of things because I need to optimize a bit the levels. I got 70-80 FPS in the pack games, but I want to reach the 90 FPS because, for other platforms it would be way better. Oh, why you say no Twitch? There is Twitch. No working. It's not working. Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I want to hit. I mean, this is not fair because I'm doing stream labs, but this is, I think, in a pack game this would be around 70 FPS. If I remove everything, so I put this would be around 66 FPS on a pack game, more or less. I want to reach the 90 FPS. I really want, and I have a couple of techniques going on already. One of them, the foliage doesn't drop a single shadow. However, these big plants do. So it's a matter of prioritizing. So I need to... Another thing is, I'm even thinking about a system to rate cast and get the color vertex of the geometry. And if the color geometry of the geometry has a specific mask, then spawn foliage, meaning that I can mimic the color of the grass, and the texture and the color of the foliage on top, because right now it's random. So yeah, these worlds need to be slightly optimized. Another tip, and this is a good point of my girlfriend, these plants that now they are distorted and they are wrong, I wanna fix it now. they also should have a different color palette. This is because the enemies basically they have this kind of red things on the body, and you see something from the far, you need to avoid to use a very similar palette in something that is an enemy. So most likely this will end up being yellow. That complements really well with the purple here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. It's a good point. Pretty big plan though. So let's do that. Hey Hans, how are you? Report. I'm tired of reporting. I should. So if they put bots to put fucking bullshit on the chat, there should be fucking bots to filter spam YouTube live. Sorry, I'm just how to stop YouTube. It's not in the comments. It's in the live chat. Okay, I will check that in another moment, of course. But I'm just pissed off. Yeah, I want to kill the bots. I want to kill the bots of CRETE, not the fucking bots in the chat, like I was being a fucking administrator of, you know, so stupid. Alright, so yeah, let's fix in the world generator. By the way, I uploaded a new video where I show the new abilities and the new ragdolls with death animation already, not maybe 90% more or less polished. Still some tweaks to do, but it's getting there. So I say this because today I think I'm gonna work more in the procedural generation rules a bit, and one of them is my alien plants. Yeah, this is a bit of pain. Because I think that what I want to do is to remove this one here. I don't need this one. Oh, I can remove, motherfucker. Okay, so, and if this is equal 4, welcome to my spaghetti carbonara, yet one day again. Then this is gonna be the alien plant, and here I could rely on the same technique for the, yeah, that's great because I'm adapting this, so the same technique for the rotations. And this one is dangerous though. I'm kind of surprised I did that, but so alien plant and the transform, it can be directly this one. Now the scale is what I need to, I'm gonna put 1, 1, 1. I don't want to play around too much, just to don't screw it there. Alright, so we can call this done, we can review this, but I want to do a little change on the grass. We got this other purple, no, in the material as well of the plant. We got the alien plant, so this color we are gonna change it. I have a hue, no? Yeah, to yellowish. I think that's gonna sell a little bit better. And the trunk or whatever is this, either white, if that's, we got the green with the purple from the plants, yeah, the purple doesn't make sense. Oh, the hue shifting. What is going on here? Why? Oh, because it's completely white. It's no. Oh, is this? The completely white will work, but it's boring because the others have white, and I don't want to go with the green because it looks horrible. It's more like a reddish, more slightly skin. In the same chromatic. This might work. I really want to saturate this a bit more. I can make more contrast. Want to change the roughness a bit. Nah, it's okay, it's good. So let's see what we got. And no, the final thing is, sorry, I want to change that as well. Let's do all the rules together and then we see the results, rather than, yeah, the problem with blue is that we have already other assets on blue, and I already thought about blue. The problem is the purple is quite close, the green is quite close, so I need like a complementary color, at least for these plants. And the complementary remaining, it was the red. So the next one in the chroma is orange, yellow. Otherwise everything is moving in the green to blue palette, so I needed something to catch the eye completely different. And I got the green, I got the blue already, and I got the purple already. So yeah, the opposite direction is exactly the yellow, avoiding the red. But yeah, we'll see how it looks. And then this is plants on A. Now the other thing I wanted to do is here in the maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's horrible. I need to check. Probably I can't check these things live because it's procedural and they are instance meshes. So what I do, maybe I can do at some point, is to make a static level with all the assets together and see how they look. Right now I'm balling. So, and also every single biome I replace all these assets as well. So it's a bit complicated sometimes to get the look development. Okay, this one, grass 7. I want to see how much this is spawning, because it's spawning a lot in my opinion. And what is the rule? Okay, I'm gonna spawn these guys a little bit less. So let's reduce this from minus 17 to minus 11, something like that. And also because they don't have collision, there is, I hope there is no risk of basically, I'm gonna do a and. No, 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 no. I'm gonna do the ant later. So I filter and I put the rocks no matter what. I'm gonna do this here. So I have another option of not spawning anything. And here I'm gonna do a select. And in this select, boolean for the stream. Actually, this one is interesting because this weight is kind of cool. I can play around with this, and then here I can take the stream of the entire world generation. Wait, this is odd. This okay. I don't know why I see the checkers then. It's confusing. Okay, so now in theory I'm gonna put only a 0.3%, a 30% basically, to see if I'm reducing that or not. So I don't see a single purple. They come in clusters, so I need to go to, let me just finish the procedural generation. I don't see purple plants. I see the yellow. I think, yeah, they look okay. But I don't see purple plants. Maybe I disconnected something. Maybe I disconnected something. Looks like. I think this is broken. I think this select true. So what the hell? Okay, fuck it, I'm stupid or what? The fuck, I put a select there for what? Okay, so let's try this now. Yeah, there we go. And now they are a bit more reduced. And a bit more scatter. And also for these tiny rocks, I think I should do the same. And these plants here also deserve a bit of care. One thing I need to test is this in multiplayer, because I'm a bit scared about using the booleans there with a random from string blah blah. But it's better to rely on noises. I like more this distribution, like this little plant there. That's great. Yeah, I like these moments. Okay, so that's more or less the first step. I need to change also the scale of this. What I didn't see is a single yellow plant, a part of the ones that they grow from the trees. Don't fuck me, eh? Don't shoot me, eh? Because this one doesn't count. So yeah, the yellow plants are not happening. Oh, yeah, but that's part of a tree. Okay. So let's go. This one is working. Let's go for the alien one. Find references. Here. Oh, I see. I'm stupid. Hey Juan, how are you? Los que duermen a horas raras te saludo. Y tanto. Te saludo, hermano. Okay, so option 3. Yeah, indeed, is option 3 the one I need to put there. And I want to start to use this in many other places. The one with weight. It's scary because something tells me that many things can go wrong with this little function. About when you do multi-thread. And I think that's with collisions, basically. But I hope here there are no collisions. Oh yeah. Oh no, there are no collisions. So also here I'm gonna do a second one, and I'm gonna say, hey, just cut off half of the stones, and also I want to change the material of the stones to make it brownish to integrate better. So for that, what I'm gonna do is to take one of the little stones, for example this one, put it here, put it in a place like this, make it a bit bigger, and I want just to match a bit the color, just a bit. So here okay, this guy has saturation already, so I should just pump the saturation up. I think brightness is what we don't want to get, and I think that's already can push. Let's tint it a bit. And also I don't like it has too much specular. Yeah, the specular is what? Oh yeah, it's the specular actually. Okay. Yeah, this will work better. My girlfriend always reminds me that I'm doing a video game, not a movie, and I should, you know, not care too much about the specific things. But it's just this kind of things I got from VFX that I want to get the things done perfectly, and even rocks has speculars, but I don't need speculars in a fucking tiny rock. So you need to prioritize a bit there. So a technique I do is always to put this in unlit and see how this matches the different areas. I can make this a bit brighter now, I think. Yeah, because here, for example, it's gonna be quite dark. And we don't want to be super dark, so let's bring the brightness. Maybe a bit less. Or more contrast. Yeah, I think this is correct. So what changes? I did the change of the rocks, less stones, and we should see the plants. So let's try to see what we got now. Okay, we got a plain, a rock growing from nowhere. Also, I want to change. Yeah, I should put tags so I avoid specific rocks to grow on top of specific rocks, like the one that is very angled. You know, put it a tag there so you are not gonna grow there. I can do that getting the material. That's the fastest way of doing it. With you can't grow there and shit like that. But what I want to do is what I wanted to do as in the world spawner. I want to increase the trees again, once again, and the tree generation happens here with this little fella. This one. So I want to increase this a bit. And this is based in this rule. So the only thing I need to check, yeah, minus 0.4 is all I'm saving. So I can stretch this to actually minus 0.4. Yeah, it's the last. Okay, so I could stretch this to 25. It's gonna be a lot of trees now, but we'll see. Maybe it's interesting, maybe not. I don't see a lot of trees, which makes me think that oh no, there are more trees, but they are more finding their own way. But maybe I'm gonna put here minus 0. So wait a second. Ah. I see. Okay. That should create more trees. That's a cool rock. And I'm a little bit torn about making the grass turquoise again, but again, I get tired sometimes and I go back. But the original design is turquoise grass. But yeah, I like now more how the rocks grow. The only thing again that scares me is how the multiplayer will hold with these little random values there. Okay, we got a plant there that is completely independent. That's cool. Needs to be more adjusted to the normal, but do we have more trees actually, or? Yeah, we do. But some of them are really small, no? No, but I like now the trees more. In this makes more sense. I just need to change the. What? Why all? Wait. Why they are all? Huh, I see. Oh. Okay. So the trees growing here I'm gonna change this rule, and what I'm gonna do is to random boolean string with weight. No, not that one. This one. So now it's more balanced. The other thing is, yeah, these patches. Oh, I see. It's because I'm not using world. I'm using texture coordinates, so I need to use world coordinates. Okay, I'm stupid. I don't know why I did that. So it's way more simple. This material, which is the master material, The materials that rules everyone. No, this is the fog material, come on. This material. Which master is this material? Yeah, no. World. And then like so. So we save this. Can't wait for Unreal 5.1 have on demand shader compiling, and all the time checking when is the release. I got a couple of people that told me it's coming now, but it's not coming. So what the fuck. Alright, so now this looks bad because we need to tweak this. Come on. We need to multiply this by 0.001. Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah. But I'm wondering why there is grass in here. That's odd. So I need to check that. Is the bias most likely? Okay. Yeah, but what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying, man? Yeah, maybe this angle. It's picky, eh? It's really picky. I need to improve that shader as well. Holy fuck, man. Okay, whatever. Oh, now I see this very dark. Yes, because this stupid bias. Ether. Okay, more or less. Very hard with a knife. Hey, one question, Alvaro. I'm not a video game creator, and there are too many things that I don't understand. Maybe you can't answer me fast or with easy words. The concept of procedural for environments or the AI of the enemies. These random things can make the game impossible for the gamer. My ignorance, I see that like infinite factors to make the game impossible in random moments. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, for example, impossible that there is a infinite wall that you can't climb because you can't control how the things are gonna happen. No, actually, there are many rules that even if it's random, is a controlled random. Like a noise is random, but is predictable. So you don't fall into pitfalls. For example, there are specific noise, like simplex noise, that you can make patterns. For example, you have a specific noises in math that they will always provide you ways of going through. Like for example this, no? So this can make the game completely possible. Another thing I'm doing on CRETE that is not yet implemented is that you will have a climbing system. So you will find always ways of getting out if the things get a little bit complicated, and you can climb up. But yeah, there is always a little tiny chance of something that could be impossible. But I cover my back. For example, to open these doors, you need a number of 150 DNA points plus specific keys inside the map. These things will always spawn, will always appear, and if they don't, I check if they didn't, because maybe they didn't find a cool spot to put a tower or something like that. I push part of the code to be repeated in order to get that part done. For example, there is always at the beginning 20 AI, no matter what. And sometimes in the first kind of round, they only find 15 places where they can spawn nicely without colliding in a perfect spot. And if they don't reach the 20, they will repeat over again until they reach 20. So yeah, you can cover your back to find ways. For example, a rock can't be spawned here, because what I do is after doing the level generation, I raycast, I just check if something is here and then I delete it. So you always find a path, you always find a way. There is a tiny chance that something could happen, but all this area will be always more or less clean. You know, like for example, this is very close, but it's working. And this one is working. I'm still generating, by the way. I see plants growing. Yeah, you always have a chance of screwing it. No worries, happy to answer. It's fascinating, the world of proceduralism. Also, it's really good when you are game designer to use procedural worlds, because you can really test how hard is the game, because you don't know where to go, you don't know how to play the game, or how to play the level, to be more specific. So that makes you a really honest tester, even if you know the game. I really want to kill one enemy with a knife, but it's really hard. No. Ah. I'm gonna kill him. Yeah. Oh no, the frame, man, the fucking frame. Ay. Tomado. Oh, motherfucker. I was close, I could kill two there. Okay, so that part is done. The trees are done. The grass, the only thing I want to do in this shader is to... It surprised me how every day how much things in 3D. The good things starts with ramp of noises, always is 0 or 1, and clamping values. Yeah, so interesting, the procedural stuff. Yeah, noise is something fascinating, like pure math generating randomness is something fascinating, and you can see that on nature. Again, randomness doesn't exist. Randomness is our limit to understand the universe, that we call that random, but everything is deterministic. So a computer can't give you a random number per se. You have something in programming called pseudo-random number, which is an approximation of what would be a random number, and there is a whole story on how seeded random numbers were generating, taking one part of the number, another part of the number, of the seed of the number, and multiply that, and then taking this part again, taking this part again, and multiply that, and that gives you the different seed generation. But you can't create randomness. A good way of creating randomness is using noise functions that, you know, again, they are based on predeterministic results. A seed of a specific noise is gonna give you always the same result. There is no a random thing there. But it's really fascinating. It's a whole world, and actually I just dived into this few months ago. I am still learning about it, and it's really interesting. I use it all my career in VFX, but I never went deep into the meaning and almost philosophical meaning of random in procedural level generation, or AI, or weapon generation, or anything that generates a brain is based on different noises and patterns that, if you think about it, about the freedom, libre albedrío, it doesn't exist per se, because we are the combination of different consequences that trigger our impulses right now. Even me talking right now is the consequence of a seed, a DNA seed, that either if it's just biological or also the circumstances of my environment makes me deterministic. We are the consequence of pure action reaction, so even in computer graphics this matters a lot. For multiplayer matters a lot, because you want to build exactly the same world on the server and on the client, so you don't have desynchronization, players going through walls because the server the server created a wall, but you as a client don't see that wall because randomness, predeterministic randomness failed. You don't want to fall in that pitfall. So yeah, it's a really cool world. Okay, so one thing I really want to do here is taking this grass. If I find it, albedo grass, this guy. So this guy is gonna have a little bit of treatment. He's gonna have a multiply. By this. I think this is okay. What? What is the problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? What? What are you talking about, man? Okay. Are you kidding me? Joder, I forgot that. Really? Oh. Okay, let's put it here. This is a... Okay. And I think that's all the things I need. Because I'm gonna tint this a bit. And maybe with just a color should work already. At some point this thing should be baked, so you don't have extra draw calls for no reason. Okay, that's done. So now everything will be black for the grass. So it's time to change this in the shader here. So in this black color we can now put the tiny, a little bit extra saturated. We will change this, but I want just first to interest in this part. Let's see how that plays out. Integrating with... Hostia. Okay, now the problem is that the contrast... Well, okay, it's horrible. So let's make 1.5. Yeah, I think that's... I think I also want to remove contrast on this. If I find it now, because... Yeah, that's better. And now with all the plants, it will integrate better. Also builds way faster. need to rework the... We are working the shield right now, so don't judge. It's gonna be opening when the small part is what is constant, this one. And the big part, this side, is what grows when you block. So this is done. FPS are gonna suffer there because all this fucking crap. No. I'm gonna save everything. If I close this, what are the chances of exploding everything? It's like always exploding. Very scary. No. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Uy. I'm living on the edge. Yes, this one, yes. There we go. Nice. Well done. I need to pack it again to see the real performance, because something is odd. He got stuck. That's the problem with randomness. Sometimes more about the AI than anything else. Alright. Where's the big boy? I have infinite energy. I didn't notice. I didn't remove the cheats. Oh wow. He saw me. Oh fuck, I'm very bad. Ah. Come on. Show yourself, man. Uy, uy, uy. Oh, his leg went through. The thing is, super easy to play with full energy because I can always just take this shit and kill whatever. But it's a mystery, I'm very curious. One there. There are two there. Oh wow, many there. Oh wow. Damn. He was bumping into this. I need to do a lane trace upwards to make sure that there is a trajectory for the jump. Hostia, macho. I didn't see that coming. Okay, one more. And that's it. And I'm gonna pack the game and test it tomorrow. Because I think... There was one guy here. Oh wow, victory. I've been there? Or is my... Oh wow, big one. No. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. No, no! Fucking stupid. Nice. Ostras. Okay, we got a problem. It's not the first time this happened. The guy's underneath. Damn. I don't want to go there. full of them. There's another one. I don't wanna say no. Oh, lol, lol. Uy, uy, uy. Mierda. I can go. I can go to the door. I'm happy. Oh wow. I guess it's broken, no? Oh, holy fuck. Ah, it's generating now. Okay, it's been a while without working in the second levels, and I don't know. I assume everything is broken. Let's wait for the procedural generation anyway. But cool, is the first time I finished the first level in a while alone. It's weird that it's working. Joder. Hola, I killed myself. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for watching.